Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Renuka and today we are just doing some kind of review on these chrome watercolors. I bought them from one Indian store. They made the handmade watercolors, like they have the sparkly shimmery metallic colors, and I saw this shop on Etsy, yeah, and I thought it's a quite expensive, but still I tried because I want to see how they react. I already have lots of metallic color, but I'm having craze of them, so I ordered these two. So some of them come in a small packs, and then these small tin, and then it's kind of a metallic sheet, and they send me some kind of card where they say that you have to activate these by just putting the water, and after 2-3 minutes they will activate. And then I just decided to open them all, but definitely I'll say that these colors are really nice, and I'm planning to use them on the layers of the normal watercolor, like not the shimmery one, and they will give me that kind of effect. Like on green, I'll use the green, and definitely some of the shades are something different than I have with me. I have some of them, like some of them are cheap, some of them are like good pearlescent colors, so I just want to give it a try, that how they work together. And so I just ordered this, and they come in a nice package. It took a little bit time to come, but yeah, you can see the detail in description or my blog, that from where I order. This video is not sponsored. I purchased them with my own money, and I'm not collaborated with them. I'm just kind of getting a review of it. So I think they came from the Ahmedabad or something like that, from India. And then I just put a drop of water on each of them, and then I decided to put all the colors on white as well as black, or as well as on the colored cardstock, because most of the times what happen, like you have to see that without layering them how they will act. And that is the main thing. So I will show you afterwards also that I layer them on the watercolors and how they act. So it is that I'm doing the simple swatch, like what I want, and they're a nice decent size, so I think they'll get me a long way. Let's see how much I use them and how much I like them. I have Artisa metallic gouache also, and it is, that one is very nice, but it is not very opaque as it's a gouache, so I can't use that for the layering, but I can use that for the sheer or pure metallic color. So I just decided to bought, and one of them I bought the pearl ghost color. Those are from the Germany, and I just want to try them, so I use that. If you don't watch that video, you can see that also. It says pearl ghost watercolor on my channel, and how it act and use. So here I'm just doing simple things, like how it is working on the things, how I like them, which brush strokes is like I'm kind. So this is the first time like I bought these handmade colors, and now obviously I'm an Indian, but I didn't like bought them from India. They ship in US, so it is kind of a costly one, I think, but yeah, but still if they last long, they're worth it, I can say that, because these are like mostly handmade colors, took more time to make, and the pigment, the high pigment they put in that, the richer the color you get, and you get more nicer effects with that thing. So here I'm just using them on a different paper. Mostly I use the Artisa watercolor premium paper as well as the Canson acrylic premium paper, just because I like both of them. Very rarely I use the arches until like I'm doing some kind of special project on it, but for the card basis and my practice things and things like that, I mostly use the Artisa or Canson. And here I just want to see that how they use on that colored cardstock also. So that colored cardstock is like from recollections, it's only 60 lb, I think. It's not 140 lb, but other things are 140 lb. So these are the some flowers and cards I already painted with the watercolor. I use Winsor Newton watercolors. So I just want to see that how they get together and go together. So most of the times what happen, you bought one paper, you have your already colors, and you bought the new things. So rather than swashing them on the a different kind of palette, I always suggest that go ahead and use them with whatever you have, or you know which paper you are using more. Cause what happen, if you take a squash book and you put your things on that, practice on that, then you will never get an idea that how they're gonna look on your original paper when you're gonna use them. Because every artist has their own choices and the own thing, their loved ones and used ones. So I always suggest that use these kind of stuff on that paper which you are using in your art, like lifelong, like all the times. So this is the another paper I'm trying to use there, and I'm kind of like kind of mixing those colors here. I just want to see that if I put little bit mixing there, how they wanna look together. So here I'm just creating kind of wild flowers or leaves, kind of that thing, and I throw this all this stuff. I can cut out them. Sometimes I make the bookmarks, sometimes I make the tags out of it, sometimes I just give them to someone else. So I really like that way. So here, this is the black paper, this is the recollection black paper. This is not a black watercolor paper. I just want to try these colors, how they look. Most of the times I make the cards, so I want to see that how it looks on that. And now I'm just diluting that color to see that if I dilute them too much, that how it will look. This is my dagger brush. I loved it. It's a mini dagger brush, and it's kind of easy to draw a real kind of or rose or flowers with them and leaf with them. So I just decided to give it a try after diluting the water, that how it looks, to create a card out of it using this on the black. So I first used that reddish maroon color, and then I decided to add more on the golden and copper color on that, and I'm kind of mixing and let it go of that color. And definitely I'm using it on a black, but if you use on somewhere else, it might be more pop. But most of the times I saw that ghost or pearl colors or the metallic colors, they look more better on the brighter color. If you want to use them on a white, you have a little bit kind of base or squash or like wash of the watercolor, and then they're gonna pop there. So yeah, it's not that bad, it's okay kind of thing. I'm just doing it so fast that I've just sped up a little bit process, but in real life also I did it really fast for this. I just want to see that how they act or do together. And in upcoming video I will show you that how I mostly add these colors to my already make projects, or how you can enhance your watercolor projects by adding these kind of colors. So it's called watercolor doodling, or you can do, or what happen when you make some kind of pure drawing. Sometimes it's look so natural and so beautiful with only the watercolor, but sometimes you want that little bit add of touch of gold or metallic. I really like that. So then I use sometimes I use pencils, sometimes I use markers, sometimes I use these kind of colors. So I'm always kind of searching of those colors, like which are more love to like more close to me. I don't have much of my favorite colors. I'm just like, I love all the area of the colors. I most of the times use the rainbow color cards or rainbow color theme. So I just want to try all of these, and if the package come like this, so I love to try. So my journey of watercolor started when I was a kid, and it's like from that time, we used to use watercolors and poster colors. Like poster colors are more like wash. Gouache are like, I can say, like it's more premium quality or nice quality. And then in India, we have handmade colors also. Nowadays they are so expensive, and but you can get that here also if you like bought from them, order from India. And they are like real pigments, and with the stone ground things and everything, and they all made with the natural ingredient. So that is the another thing. But yeah, so here I'm just kind of seeing that how that pigment gonna work, and I'm just using the brush and moving those strokes, and you can see that shimmery thing here exactly. I just little bit you can see that how it is mixing there. So I just want to see that how it wanna go and look. And I'm just creating something like not exactly the card, but I can choose it to turn out in the card. And most of the times when I got the new product, I want to create so many things with it. I want to see that how they're gonna look with this, how gonna look with on that kind of paper, or light color kind of paper. Most of the times, like, means I don't want to say that it's a good or bad. It's totally depend on how you want to choose to do it. Like here I'm showing you the pure pigment just because I want to see the same time that how the pure pigment gonna work there. Here I'm kind of creating the lotus and the water effect. But I really like when I twisted the card, it catches that light or the sunlight, so it will give that kind of effect. So this kind of stuff, it's really nice to give someone hand delivered, or you can post it also, so that they will get that kind of effect. And then I decided that after doing all this, let's turn all this into the card, and let's turn this into the tags or some kind of things. As I told you before, you can use as a bookmark also. So most of the times I have these kind of sentiments with me. I already stamp and tag it out there. I think this is from Hero Arts. And then this is the pigment ink, and I want to try those colors on this pigment ink also. Most of the times I use the watercolor waterproof ink, and I have 2-3 bands of waterproof ink. If you just still confused, you can use stays on, black stays on also. So I just want to think that how it gonna work on that. Did it will catch the shimmer or not. So if I stamp something in a black and then I put color on that, it will catch that or not. So basic thing is that I want to see that, and it holds that color very nicely. And then this, just I have an embossed panel with me. This is from Spellbinders embossing folder, I think, here. And then I'm just putting together all the stuff. Now basic thing is you don't have to do all the stuff together if you have the like watercolor thing. I just want to turn my things into something else. Always I want to use that. I love art around me. I'm not that kind of person who just put and do their art in the journals or just do that. I don't want to collect the things. I want to use the things and give it to someone else. Like that's the way I am. So if you ask me that did you have those cards, so most of the cards are gone. Did you have those tags? Most of the cards. And I never sell my products, but maybe someday I will. So but I don't want to hold on them. I just want to give it to someone. So that's why I always turn something like that. So it's handy and you can use it, you can give it to someone else, and you can create the new one, right? So here are just the simple small techniques that how you can use your scrap, how can you add more things to decorate the simple things also. And I have all this stuff with me, that's why I'm using. If you don't have, you don't have to use them. You can keep it simple. You can just use your watercolor paper. You will get the black watercolor paper also. I don't have that when I made that video. So yeah, you can use it, you can try it, you can try on glossy paper also, that the glass paper, or you can try it on photo paper. So see, the different kind of papers will give you a different kind of effect. You can use them on a craft also. So here are the some kind of, just the ideas that I just turned into the cards and tags. I just want to see how this work, and I'm kind of satisfied with it. I like it. I just kind of put it that thing wonky, and then I'm just using the simple kitchen rack, and then I just turn all of these into cards and tags. And somehow I'm happy with this project, and definitely I will use these colors on layering on my watercolors also, because the pure shimmer is not my thing. Here I just did that just because I want to try them, that how they looks, what is the intensity of the color. And then I'm just kind of matching everything, and sometimes I find these washi tapes. So there are lots of stuff going around at that time. Whatever is on my table, I kind of grab that and use that. So sometimes things got, you get inspirations from the things what you saw, what's on your table. If you put everything inside the drawers or inside the box, you will not inspire, and you will not get, much with your product. So sometimes I shift my product, sometimes I put some things away, sometimes I just grab some washi tape, sometimes I just put there some sketch pens or crayons or different kind of pastels, to just see that how everything gonna work. And then I don't like that thing, so I just cut it out. And this is the another thing I want to tell you, that things gonna happen in life. Sometimes you love some things and then you want to just change it, so it's your work, you can change anytime. So if you like my channel, do subscribe to it. If you want to see more projects like this, let me know. And until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.